caught up in the Austin Matthews versus Connor McDavid thing, but I don't think that's the big story here.
Well, what do you think the big story is then?
Well, it's not that the Oilers have Connor McDavid, and it's not that the Leafs have Austin Matthews. It's that the Oilers have Connor McDavid, and the Leafs have Austin Matthews, and future Selke winner Nazem Kadri.
You're right. Wow. Do I agree with you?
That depends. Is Nazem Kadri gonna win the Selke?
Oh my god, I do agree with you.
Hi, everyone. Austin Matthews. Well, time for a rebuild.
This team is ruining my life.
Let me win a Selke.
Leafs win 4-2 over the Edmonton Oilers. That's how you start a road trip. And that's how you win a Selke. Oh yes, oh I'm not stopping. Oh no, we're riding this train all the way to Selkeville.
Oh, let's talk about it. Let's not waste any time because the Leafs play the Flames, like soon.
First period, power play ticking down. Oh darn, the Leafs wasted an opportunity to never mind. Here comes Willie. Oh my god, he perfect 10 pass, perfect 10 finish for Austin Matthews, perfect 10, and the Leafs are up 1-0.
Oh, Willie Nylander's on the fourth line.
Oh, I heard Willie Nylander's getting traded.
Willie hears ya. Willie don't care.
Nylander, though in a limited role, looked great in this one, and I have no problem with Babcock spreading out the minutes when the Leafs are playing back-to-backs and they're on a big road trip. Especially when one of your forwards bails, which I guess we'll get to at the end of the video. Second goal, how fun is the JVR Bozak Marner line? What should we call it? The JVRner line. JVR, no, but then there's Bozak. Two vets and Marner. How about the 2.5 men line? Every time they scored the ACC, it's a blaring goal horn followed by manly men. Mitch Marner, wee little Mitch Marner is occupying both Edmonton Oilers defensemen behind the net. The puck springs to Bozak, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins goes, oops, both guys are behind the net, goes to Bozak, JVR is like, I'm gonna get to work. I don't know if you saw that, but JVR had so much time in front of Cam Talbot that he took a shot, got stopped, did some online banking, and then put in the rebound. And the Leafs are up 2-0. And let's throw this out there, JVR also scoring his 10th, Bozak with the primary assist, his 11th assist, and Marner with the secondary assist, his 12th assist. 10, 11, 12. So satisfying. It's also how old Mitch Marner has been in the last 3 years. He's still pretty good though. Now, only a few minutes later, the Oilers need a break, and they get one. Literally, Nikita Soshnikov without a stick. Leafs fail to cover the point properly. As a result, Andrej Sekera able to blast it. That goes past Freddie Anderson, and the Oilers bring it to within one. Of course, this comes right after a Leafs goal where Ryan Nugent-Hopkins is on the ice, and I'm tweeting, oh, Nuge for Selke isn't going so well. And then Kadri's on the goal for this one, and everyone's like, bah! You're right, maybe I rushed. Or maybe we should wait a minute and 10 seconds for the next Oilers giveaway. Kadri and Komarov walking in like, it's the most wonderful time. I love giveaway season. Leo Komarov, to who's that? Who's to check his jersey? It appears to be number 43, last name Kadri. Is that Kadri? It is Nazem Kadri with the goal, and fun fact, Kadri is Lebanese for Selke. The Leafs are up 3-1. Look, last year I was raving about some of the things Kadri does, particularly his penalty differential. How many penalties he draws versus how many penalties he takes. This season, wow, has he taken a lot of penalties, and he took a couple in this one. And he deserves the charging call. But at the same time, how much is the word out on this guy? How obvious is it that refs are simply not calling anything against Kadri anymore? It started last season, it's carried over into this one. I'm not even saying the refs are wrong, but it's obvious, and I guess it is what it is. Which makes the fact that he's continuing to score even funnier. Did I mention that was his 10th goal of the season? And did I mention that the Leafs head into the second intermission with a 3-1 lead? Wrong! Zach Hyman, amazing spin pass to Matt Martin! Nothing happens, it's okay, because Cam Talbot's probably going to cover it up, or one of the two Oilers defensemen are going to cover it up, or they'll kick it right back to Zach Hyman. Bang! Puts it in the net through Cam Talbot. 4-1 Leaf lead. If you put a puck in a cement block and throw it into a dumpster in a foreign country, Zach Hyman will still find it. Zach Hyman always swipes right when he sees a puck on Tinder, and he always matches. Zach Hyman spent his whole life finding red and white striped pucks in a Where's Waldo book. Zach Hyman stars in a spin-off of Lost called Found. Zach Hyman has a puck attached to his phone, so he always knows where it is. Zach Hyman's dog plays fetch with him. Zach Hyman works hard and is always on the puck, is what I am saying. Arguably the best game of his NHL career. Holy smokes, did he look amazing in this one. Could have had two. And would you believe me if I told you that was his 10th goal of the year too? Well, you shouldn't. It was only his 3rd. I'm sorry to betray our trust, but I just wanted to stick to a theme. It's very near and dear to my heart and my shoulder. Third period, Edmonton is looking for a comeback, and the Oilers delete. Connor McDavid finds the Leafs on an awkward line change, and he bursts in, and you're not catching that train. I actually thought Morgan Riley had a pretty good game in this one, but geez, you're just not catching Connor McDavid. Freddie Anderson didn't stop Connor McDavid. McDavid. I'm amazed Connor McDavid hasn't scored 1,000 goals on the Leafs this year. I mean, it might have something to do with the Selke candidate, I don't know. But that is as close as the Oilers come. The Leafs kill it off. They actually killed off a 5-on-3. They actually held on to a lead in the third period. Who are you and what have you done with the Toronto Maple Leafs? Someone go find the Toronto Maple Leafs. Zach, go find them. Hyman's just like... Let me say this. I gotta say this. Edmonton Oilers fans, I've been reading what all you were saying on Twitter last night. Oh, Steve's gonna start a fight. No. I'm actually trying to be nice to you. I like you. Stop with the defeatist attitude, guys. I know you're frustrated, okay? There were some bad mistakes from the Oilers, some young mistakes by the Oilers, some Oilers mistakes by the Oilers in this one. But McDavid, wow, does he look great. And yes, they still have some young parts, but the young parts look like they're going to get better. Don't get so down in your team. Don't get so down in yourselves. I think you actually have hope for the first time in a long time. The Leafs do too. That's why both the games that we played, I was there, I was on the ice. That's why both the games that we played were so fun. They had a playoff type feel, like a junior hockey type playoff feel, but whatever, man. Defensive matchups, exciting saves, exciting goals. This is what we're talking about, guys. Are you not entertained? One thing I will say though, and I saw this with Lucic, if you're gonna talk the talk, walk the walk. Take it from a dirty, biased Easterner. The Oilers reminded me of the Bruins of a few years ago. The bump in India after the whistle, the face wash after the whistle, the snow and the goalie. The Bruins of a few years ago specialized in aggression, but you know what else they specialized in? Passive aggression. The little slew foots, the sly trips, the extra jab, all these little cheap things. But there's something about it when the Oilers do it, I just don't believe it. And I saw one guy for another network talking about, oh, the Oilers need to take a run at Kadri. I don't even care who does it. Now, I don't think you need to resort to that garbage, but you do gotta do something. And that something could be something aggressive, or the something could be realizing that I'm not sure that brand works anymore. Yes, it was known that Zdeno Chara could literally kill you, but he could also kill you hockey-wise. One of the hardest shots in the league. One of the longest wingspans in the league. You can't stop him, you can't get past him. He was a monster. I don't know, Oilers fans, talk to me. Talk to me in the comment section about it, because there was something that just reminded me of the Bruins, but like a knockoff of them. And I'm not trying to insult you. Now, last thing, Peter Holland is gone. He's gonna be gone from the Leafs. He's not on the road trip. His agent met with Lou, and it looks like he's gonna be traded or waived. You know what? He just wants to play, and I get that. He's on a one-year deal. I mean, how are you gonna make your next contract if you're not playing? He's gotta eat, the guy, but I don't think I want him on the Marlies. The Marlies are crowded up front as it is. They're struggling to find room for guys like Timashov in the lineup on a regular basis. Meanwhile, you've already crammed it full of Colin Greening, Brooks Lake, and Milan Mahalik. I think the Leafs are on the verge of a few little moves. Holland is obvious. I'm not convinced Garrett Sparks is going to stick around with the team after what just happened recently. I'm not convinced this whole Frankie Corrado shenanigans is going to last all season long. There's going to be some little moves. But we'll save that for another time because the Leafs play the Flames like now. So that is it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. Tell all your friends that Kadri for Selke. It's a hashtag. Oh, and all the merch, the LFR10 merch, the Voodoo Wizardry and Bullshit merch, the Bloggers Be Getting Paid merch, the Dangle Jinx merch, all the merch. I've put it on continuous relaunch on Teespring because apparently that's a thing now. So every 7 days it'll relaunch, meaning it'll be there. You can buy it for like yourself or others. Wow. Also, brand new Panico Pizza Steve Dangle podcast below.